Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at Polestar. Polestar's full year of 2022 financial results, and this is an investor's update. Now before we get started, allow me to declare this video is not financial advice. It's strictly for educational purposes and for entertainment purposes. Now we've got a lot of things to go through today, so it's actually going to be quite exciting. So the Swedish electric performance car brand Polestar have reported its preliminary unaudited financials and operational results for the year ended in December 31st, 2022. Polestar released their fourth quarterly and fiscal year 2022 financial results. The figures show notable growth for the company, which bodes well for their future. So let's get into the details, everyone. This is where it gets quite interesting and exciting. The revenue for 2022 totaled $2.5 billion. That's a rise of 84% from the previous year, with 51,491 vehicles delivered during the year, 80% more than in 2021. Cash equivalents at the end of last year, 2022, December 31st, are estimated to be around $974 million. That's US dollars, of course. Now we do have a quote from the Polestar CEO. Before we jump into some more financial details, let's just get into the quotes. Polestar CEO commented, "We left 2022 having exceeded our 50,000 delivery target, grown revenue over 80% with the strengthening liquidity. We are focused on business execution and have a busy start to this year with a major update for the Polestar 2. Excellent reception for Polestar 3 and welcomed additional sustainability partners for our ambitious Project Zero car. Our business will continue to gain momentum through the year as we start producing Polestar 3 vehicles and with the Polestar 4 starting block." Now, of course, I've written articles on the Polestar 4. I've made videos on the Polestar 4. That vehicle will be debuted this year. So that's actually quite exciting, and it should be entering into production next year. So these are the financial reports comparing 2021 and 2022 for the Polestar company. What's great about this is that it lists quite a lot of stuff from revenue, cost of sales, gross profit, loss, selling, general administrative expenses, research and development expenses. And that's actually lowered. The research and the development expenses have lowered, which was quite surprising. I would think they're still developing vehicles such as the Polestar 5, Polestar 6 Roadster, and possibly the Polestar 4. Not to mention, Polestar recently announced their 2024 Polestar 2. It's increased in almost every area, increasing in speed, increasing in range, increasing in performance. That car looks like a beast, a true Model 3 competitor. But it's good that they're reducing expenses in development and research, all while still driving the company to do successful things such as developing their vehicles such as the Polestar 2. So overall revenue was increased by just around $1.1 billion. Gross profit increased to $118.5 million. That's as a result of higher Polestar 2 sales and lower fixed manufacturing costs. And these are all data from Polestar as well. I made sure I put this in the article. All of this is data from Polestar's website. So you can actually find the similar information yourself if you'd like to get some additional details. So research and development expenses decreased by $62 million or 27% due to the absence of the Polestar 1 amortization. This decrease was particularly offset by continued investments in future vehicles and technologies. Fantastic. And what's great is that it can now use that money for something else. So additional news, upcoming 2023 development follows as such. Polestar intends to grow their sales this year by 60%. They want to sell 80,000 vehicles this year. I think that's very reasonable, to be honest, and I'll be interested to find out how they do in January, February in terms of deliveries. We're in March now. How will they do in Q1 of this year? Can we expect 10,000 vehicles delivered? 15,000, 20,000? I don't know, but on average, they would need to deliver 20,000 vehicles per per quarter to hit this target. That would get them at 80,000 vehicles. Now we know that that's not how it works. They usually start slow at the start of the year. Towards the end of the year, they do the big numbers. So you can possibly expect Q1 of this year to possibly be around, I don't know, perhaps 10K vehicles, 15K. Perhaps Q2 will be 15K to 20K. And slightly it will continue to jump and jump. But when you look at Q4, you can look at possibly above 20K vehicles being delivered for Polestar. That's Q3. If you look at Q4, on the other hand, we're probably expecting anywhere from 20 to 30,000 vehicles being delivered for Polestar. Big numbers. While the first 2 quarters, they perhaps start quite small in the first 2 quarters. But the final 2 quarters, that's where they're really going to be pumping 20,000 vehicles delivered, 30,000 vehicles delivered. At least that's what I'm expecting. So Polestar 4 expected launch late 2023, possibly in October, just like they did last year with the Polestar 3. And the more I look at the Polestar vehicle, the Polestar 4, it's really starting to give me good energy. I love the Polestar 3, but the Polestar 4 is supposed to be more affordable, way more affordable. And it's supposed to be between a sedan and an SUV, so it's already looking like a sweet car. Super slick, super sexy. So I'm looking forward to this vehicle. And this vehicle starting price should be just under £50,000 estimate, at a rough estimate. The first editions, they could be way more expensive. The first editions could be 60,000, 70,000. And as they continue to build more vehicles, they will slowly start to bring the cheaper editions, the cheaper versions of that car. Additionally, we know that Google is introducing high definition maps to the Polestar vehicle and the Volvo EX90, Polestar 3 there. So Polestar and Volvo, they have a really good relationship with Google. They run their systems on Android Automotive. And with the Polestar vehicles now, I believe you have the Apple CarPlay, I believe. As an addition, you can actually access Apple CarPlay. I think it has to be plug and play, like you got to plug your phone, but still gives you access. So I was looking at the Polestar management team. These are the individuals, some of the top individuals that are managing the company, as you can see. From CEO to HR, CTO, R&D, brand and marketing, digital, customer experience, chief financial officer, design, strat and bus development, communications and PR, global sales. The list continues. I've found some additional videos of Frederic Claren and Maximilian Missoni. I want to check those out, find out what they have to say. We are used to seeing a lot of videos and publications about Thomas Ingleth. He's the CEO. But we want to find out what the rest of the management team has to say about the company. What's their approach to helping to manage this company? So that's in my curiosity for a while. So I'll be checking those videos out. So that is it for Polestar financials. Now we can get into the stock area. So obviously, as you can see, in the last month, price have been falling a lot for the Polestar share. There was a great time to buy just at the end of February, 24th of February. Again, around the 1st of March, great time to buy Polestar share because it was just a huge dip in the market. For the last 6 months, this has been the performance of the share. Let's not forget that last November, that's where we had the share hitting $8 per share. Previously to that, it was in September. Share was hitting $7.99, around $8 as well. I still believe that this share can achieve $10 this year. Will it stay at $10? No. But I do believe that the market cap and the share price can double this year, especially if the market, the overall stocks and shares market is doing absolutely incredible, especially if the EV stocks and shares market is doing incredible. Polestar will benefit from the avalanche effect. That is quite common, but we know their trajectory for this year. They're a slow moving company, but most importantly, what you have to pay attention to is what the CEO has to say. So I found this quote from Router on their online blog, and this was the Polestar CEO saying, "We will not engage in price war. which means that they don't plan on lowering the price of their vehicles anytime soon. We're aiming to become a very premium sports car company. I think that's important. There's one thing you never see Apple do, that's reduce their price. No matter what the competition does, Apple always knows their value and they don't change that value for anyone's appeal. And I'm happy to see Polestar taking this approach. You don't want to be associated with being a cheap brand. A brand that's willing to be controlled by other company. Since Tesla has made the changes in price, every other company has been doing the same thing, just following Tesla. Except for Polestar, we're not moving. We are standing still. We're doing what we're doing, and we're allowing everyone else to do what they're doing. So the CEO had to say, it's very clear that this is completely different aim from where Tesla's going with 20 million vehicles per year. That's important because that is where Tesla is going. It's 5 million vehicles a year, 10 million, 15 million, 20 million, 30 million. They want to deliver as many vehicles as they can per year. Tesla wants to build a car for everyone, not just rich people, but for the average person as well. Polestar is completely different. Polestar is taking a very Porsche approach, a very Audi approach. Audi and Porsche, they make low volume of cars. Audi makes less than 1 million cars a year, but their cars are known for being premium, good quality, high end. And that's what I like. That's why I'm investing in Polestar because of their brand value. The value is what I'm investing in and the brand. Thank you for watching today. Subscribe and I will see you in our next video. Peace.